If you're looking for the most affordable 55 plus active adult community in Southern California, this video is for you. What's going on, guys, and welcome to Somewhere in SoCal. My name is Mike Debelak, and on this channel, I show you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. In today's video, I am back in the community of Cimarron Ridge. All right, we are at the Webb community of Arbor, which, like I mentioned, is a 55 plus community here in the city of Menifee. All right, and these are some of the most affordable 55 plus community homes around. All right, I don't know of too many 55 plus like new build communities going on right now. You know, there's obviously out in the desert with, Indio, Palm Desert, Palm Springs, that area. All right, but as far as this area goes, this is the cheapest community for 55 plus. All right, where we are today, Arbor, we're looking at houses starting as low as $538,000. And then obviously if you want to get the bigger floor plans with all the bells and whistles, the most expensive one they got available right now is $651,000. They've got houses available for move-in here in the next basically 60 days, but they are going to be building this community out for the next 3 or 4 years. So no matter when you're watching this video, as long as it's before 2027, there's going to be an opportunity for you. All right, and this has got a really good location. There's some really good views in this community. We're close to things. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna hop in the 3 models they've got here. I'm gonna hop on the map, show you guys what it's like to actually live here, go for school, shopping, medical care, how close we are to certain airports, to Palm Springs, all that kind of stuff. So I'll hop on the map and show you guys that. And that's basically it. So a couple things I want to touch on before we dive into the actual video and start touring these homes. All right, common questions I always get. All right, HOA is going to be $275 a month at build out. Now the builder is actually got some sort of an incentive going on right now to where we can get $5,000 toward your HOA for the first 2 years if you call me. All right, so something I talked about with the sales guy here. So that's an option there. They got $15,000 in incentives to go toward closing costs and option packages and various things to buy down your rate. So at least $15,000 there. I could usually get more. Alrighty, so that's kind of what they're promoting. All right, other things that have to do with a 55 plus community. When I filmed the other side of this called Trellis, all right, there's some comments there, people complaining it's 55 plus, that means they probably have high school or middle school aged kids and kids in the neighborhood. That is not the case here, all right? I'm gonna call them grandkid nights, all right, just because I guess, assuming most people who are moving at 55 plus are gonna be people who could potentially have grandkids. All right, so you're only allowed like 60 nights of grandkid nights, basically 60 nights a year, where someone who's underage is allowed to sleep over here. Now the caveat or the exception here is obviously if there's some medical needs and there caretaker situations, there's some like wild card situations there. Also, if you're someone who has a 45-year-old kid that is living with you, all right, that does not go against the 60 grandkid nights. They are allowed to live with you in this community full time as long as they're older than 45 years old. So a couple other things just to touch on really quickly. Property taxes, 1.84%. That includes special assessments, Mellorews, all that sort of stuff. That is actually on the lower side of the new build communities out here. A lot of them are closer to 2% right now. So yes, in general, it's high, but for new builds in this area, I'm gonna say it's average to below average. All right, the other thing is that you're gonna need to consider, all these houses are gonna come equipped with solar. So if you wanna lease it, it's $117 to $128 a month, depending on which floor plan you get. If you were to purchase it, you're looking just under $25,000 roughly, and you do get that federal tax credit at 30% if you could utilize that. All right, one thing I will tell you guys, the solar, I mean, that's a huge savings there. So, being able to, let's just say you leased it and lock in your payment, let's call it $125 a month, that's gonna be cheaper than what Edison's gonna charge you unless you guys barely use it, like hardly any electricity. All right, at my house is, is bigger than these houses, but my summer bill with no solar, $500 to $700 a month. And then I know Edison's raising rates here. Actually, they just did after the new year now. So Edison just raised rates about 22%. So that's a really good savings if you're not coming from a house to where you had solar. That's just something to definitely think about. Like you're saving money by going solar. So anyways, that pretty much wraps up what I have to say to you guys. So if you guys like anything you see throughout this video, go ahead and reach out. My phone number's on the screen, whether you come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever. Or if you just want to have a conversation, get that ball rolling. All right, I've talked to a couple people who are moving into this community, who are waiting to maybe I'll give you an example. Someone who's going to be a teacher retiring at the end of the school year and looking to move this summer, right? We've got the ball rolling, kind of know what they want, got that process started. And we're expecting, to keep our finger on the pulse and pull the trigger when these sheets start showing houses that are available in the summer. All right, so if you want to kind of just map things out and get that ball rolling and plan, go ahead and reach out. All right, the other thing, if you like these sorts of videos, all right, where I'm showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal, I'll show you new communities, new houses, hop on the map, showing you guys what it's like to actually live somewhere. If you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on all the various videos I got showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. Anyways, I'm gonna bear the wind. We're gonna go out there and I'm gonna show you guys these 3 houses. All right, guys, so first up, we've got the brownstone. This one right here is a 1,579 square foot, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a 2-car garage, and this one starts at $513,000. Let's take a peek at this one from the street, basically. All right, it's kind of windy, so hopefully you guys can hear me all right. But they got a couple of these available right now. Walk on up into this one. Holy cow, the wind is incredible. I was barely able to fly my drone today. Anyways, we'll come on in here. A really nice entryway. A couple things that kind of just stand out to me. Number one is kind of just this nice accent wall, and that, which is obviously, you know, not not stock with the house. But I also noticed the slider that we'll see in a second. But we'll immediately turn to the left here, and we've got bedroom 1 at the front of the house. Really good sized secondary bedroom. I always, you know, in all these videos, I like to point out, just kind of pay attention to the size of the bed and then the nightstands on each side and kind of how bulky the furniture is inside of here, just to kind of show you guys how big these rooms are. There's a lot of times I'll take you guys out and, you know, you say, oh my gosh, this looks so much bigger in person than it does on film. So, you know, that's why I do like to point out kind of just the size of the furniture and that sort of stuff. You got those sliding closet doors over there. And then we got our kind of setup over here. You put your dresser, your TV, whatever you got going on over there. And these are actually pretty decent sized closets. The reason I'm going to show you this is because they kind of extend further. Some of these closets in these secondary rooms are a little bit smaller. This is a pretty good size. Anyways, we walk out of there and we've got bathroom number 1. Okay, so you got your sink there, your medicine cabinet, your mirror, toilet, shower tub combo, kind of just the normal stuff. Then right here, we're gonna have our coat closet. So it's kind of, you know, right as we enter the house here, you're gonna have bedroom 1, bathroom 1, and a little coat closet. So lots of stuff to take care of your guests. All right, we'll walk further on back here. All right, this is about here right now. So we have this little patio type area. All right, it's not covered. All right, maybe there is an option to cover that. I'll find out for you guys. But just a nice little seating area here, just to relax and enjoy nature. Like right now here, I do hear some construction, but I also hear some birds chirping, and you can kind of feel the breeze today with this wind that's going on. All right, and to the right over here, we're gonna have, this is the sales office now, but this is your garage access. Got this cool little entryway as you come in from the garage right there. You can, you know, put something there. Nice decorative pieces. And we got our laundry room right here. They do have the utility sink built in here, and you got those built-in cabinets up top. I imagine those are upgrades. All right, any questions you guys have, you know, ask. I'm gonna have all the booklets and pamphlets to show you what the upgrades are, the pricing on that kind of stuff. So you have your washer dryer hookup here. So this is kind of just a really good sized laundry room. All right, very functional, kind of away from the rest of the house, which I feel most people are gonna like. All right, then you flow up into the great room here. So I'll kind of just do a little pan for you. Your living room, your dining area in the back over there, and then a really good sized kitchen. So we'll start in the kitchen. All right, lots of cabinets you'll notice. All right, got this really good sized island. All right, this furniture here is kind of bulky. All right, that's probably, you know, comfortable with 3. You could probably squeeze 4 chairs there, honestly. And then you got those pendant lights hanging down from the top. All right, I'm gonna assume that this is basically your pantry. So I don't know how much space you need, but there are lots of shelves in there. It looks like you can kind of customize however you want with those holes there to kind of change the sizing or the space between the shelves. Over here, you got lots of counter space. Really nice backsplash back there. All right, and one thing I'm gonna point out, all right, with Pulte, a lot of what the houses they got, if you like any of the furniture, you can scan these QR codes and they'll kind of tell you where they got the furniture, and if you like things in here, you can kind of just buy them for yourself. All right, so we got our oven, our stove, our microwave here. That farmhouse sink in the middle of the island. We got our dishwasher there. Got a nice dining area off to the side here. I do like when there's kind of a designated dining area. All right, so you sit here, have family over, you know, still close to the kitchen area, still have access to that living room. And then right here, as we're gonna head out to the backyard, you're gonna see this covered patio area. So, you know, you could have people sitting here and have, you know, be entertaining, and have people out here as well, the slider open. And then you got this really good sized backyard. All right, again, these do come as blank canvases, but I do kind of want to show you. All right, if you want to put a pool in, you could do that. You know, with a lot of these lots. So, you know, the lots that they've got available right now are anywhere from just over 5,000 square foot lots, which is kind of on the smaller side. All right, and up to, you know, the biggest house we're going to see today, our last house, they have lots over 11,000 square feet. So a really good variety in the size of lots, you know, whether you want, you know, no yard or very minimal yard to you know, take care of, or a nice, really nice big one. All right, but anyway, so here's our dining area. As I mentioned earlier, it's a nice designated area there. I do like the paneling they put back here. Kind of goes with the entrance of the house there with that accent wall. All right, then I kind of skipped the living room, so we'll go to living room next. All right, this is just a really nice, cozy feel. I love that window that goes out to that backyard there. And you got more windows over here. So lots of natural light coming in. You got the hookup for that. They got a chandelier type thing there, but you can put a fan there or put nothing. In my house, I have nothing. All right, but it's just a real nice, cozy feel. And it kind of just goes with everything in this area. Just a nice, you know, living area. It's open, and you know, it feels pretty big for the, you know, the size. This house is under 1,600 square feet, and you got a really nice sized living area. All right, we're going back here to the master bedroom. All right, really good sized room here. And then once again, you'll see that paneling that they put on here. That is kind of extra design type stuff, but I just want to show you guys for inspiration. All right, so really cool setup there. A really wide bed with those nightstands, so kind of showing you guys that. You got this window looking out to the backyard. This little couch in the corner. And this was kind of off to the back of the house, so some, you know, privacy from the street, and flowing into the master bathroom. All right, so they've got kind of just that walk-in shower here. And then you got the his and hers sinks. Medicine cabinet, big old mirror there. All right, you'll notice I am wearing my Padre hat today. John, all right, this is for you. All right, you guys call me every once in a while. We kind of jab back and forth. John is a Padre fan from San Diego, and I promised him the next time I did 55 plus, I'd wear some Padres stuff. So John, that's for you. I am not a Padre fan for anyone else out there. All right, but I do collect hats. I'm a Braves fan, but yeah, John, that was for you. All right, so you got this nice little storage closet here in the bathroom. Then we got our throne area right here. Now, in the video here, you'll see in this model, there is no door here. There will be a door here, okay? This is just so people don't smash their fingers, and it's like a whole big maze with doors opening and closing. They're in these model homes, so there will be a door here for that privacy. There will not be a door here though. All right, so this is gonna be open. You guys can put a barn door if you guys need that privacy here. All right, but there is no door here, but there will be a door going to this toilet area, the water closet. All right, and here we've got our walk-in closet. You got those built-in shelves right there, and then lots of rods for hanging stuff. So I will go ahead and kind of do my spin test here. All right, it's also really wide, as you can see here. So really good sized. You know, this feels bigger than I thought it was. You know, when I read 1579 in square footage, I thought I was gonna feel a little tight. All right, but for 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, if this is kind of all you need, this is really good. And I think it's, you know, they really executed the floor plan to perfection. Just the way it flows, it feels much bigger than 1579 in the square footage. So anyways, again, this was the brownstone, 1,579 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. You're gonna have a 2-car garage. All right, this one, 1,579 square feet and starts at $538,000. All right, so next up, we have 2 to 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage. This one starts at $553,000. Once again, it's super windy, so I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time outside here. The sound will be a little jumbled, but walk on in here. You got this nice little entryway with the arch there. Come on in here. Hide from the wind. Oh dang, really wide. That's the first thing that caught my eye is how wide this entryway is. All right, so oops, this is there. All right, so I really like that too. Kind of just the design features they got here as you entered on this wall as you enter the rest of the house, but we'll immediately turn to the right. And at the front of the house here, we're gonna have bedroom number 1. All right, this one, it kind of feels like a longer bedroom, so there's kind of more space at the foot of the bed here. This does feel a tad smaller than bedroom 1 at the house that we just went to, the brownstone. All right, this one feels a little bit smaller, but still, I think it gets the job done. Just got those windows looking out to the front and side of the house. You got your closet over there. And a nice little setup here if you want dresser, TV, mirror, whatever you guys decide to do at the front up here. All right, and once again, there will be a door here. All right, you can kind of just see, all right, they got the finishes there. All right outside of this room, we got 2 closet doors. So this is kind of just like a linen closet type thing. And then over here, across the way, we're gonna have our standard coat closet as you enter the front of the house. So you got kind of 2 closets at the front of the house there off of bedroom number 1. And then now we got bathroom number 1. This kind of feels like a bigger bathroom. Maybe it's because it's missing the door right now. All right, but you still got your medicine cabinet, your big old mirror. Nice countertops there. I'm sure that's what's on the counter in the kitchen. We'll find out. Then you got the different finishes. You got kind of that black finish there and kind of a copper goldish finish on those. You got that tile and the shower tub combo here. So really nice feel to the secondary bathroom. Let's go on further back. All right here, we're gonna have like a flex room den sort of area. All right, I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is what the option for bedroom 3 would be. So I'm gonna guess, we'll find out together, but I'm gonna guess it's modeled as a 2-bedroom with a flex room. All right, but this could also probably be bedroom number 3 right here. So you could have a wall, basically the wall with a door right here, and this would lead to bedroom 3 if you need that 3rd bedroom. But I think this is a really nice setup as a flex room if you don't need that 3rd bedroom. So you get that nice paneling, that accent wall there, and the big carpet here, that couch, the desk. Just a really nice feel to this thing. Nice little area to kind of relax and maybe just unwind or something, early morning or afternoon, kind of whenever you do your unwinding. Hey, or you can make it a 3rd bedroom, here. All right, across from that, we're gonna have this side of the house, we're gonna have our garage entrance here. All right, nice little entryway from the garage. Straight out that door. And then just like the last house, we got our laundry room right here as well. So they've got this, countertop and this cabinets down below. And then I'm gonna assume this is kind of just the standard way it comes in all these houses, unless you do the upgrades. So a little shelf there above the washer dryer hookups. A pretty good sized laundry room. We'll go further back now into the great room. I'm gonna kind of do a pan for you guys. So we have our kitchen, dining room off of that, and then living room over here. All right, and then this is probably gonna be the pantry. All right, so here's our pantry. I'll show you the rest of the kitchen in a second, but it kind of goes a little deeper inside the door there. So a little pocket pantry. Lots of space there. All right, let's go ahead and check out this kitchen. All right, so we got this kind of island as the centerpiece of this whole great room. All right, this is kind of unique. I don't see these at a lot of the houses out there, but this is kind of just a cool setup because as you're gathering around the island, right, if you have family over or whatever, you've got your living room set up there, you got access to see that TV, you got your dining room right here, and then if you were to slide that open, you still have, if you have family sitting outside, you could, still communicate from this nice sized island here. So a really nice sink there, like the faucet as well. So pretty good sized island. How many chairs we got here? We could probably fit 1. You see, you probably could fit 1 in here. They didn't. 3 across, and probably another. So you could probably realistically fit 5 comfortably there. You can notice those pendant lights hanging down. We got your fridge. All right, they've got the schmancy microwave right here. Oh, someone cooking? No, they actually put dishes in there. All right, you got your oven there, stove over here. So this is probably I'm gonna guess the chef's kitchen upgrade that Pulte offers. Right? I'm actually kind of liking the color of this too. So I was just looking at my camera. This kind of looks like has a bluish green tint to it through the camera, but it's not. This is kind of like a charcoal gray. I think it's just kind of the way the light's reflecting off. It's more of like a charcoal gray color. And then you got those gold finishes. All right, and then you got those countertops that I talked about earlier in the bathroom. Got the backsplash going all the way up, that extended backsplash, which is a really nice touch, especially above the stove area here. Just a really nice touch that I think adds a whole lot, visually, to this kitchen. If you're able to, if you have it in the budget to do the extended backsplash, I highly recommend. All right, then looking over at this dining area here, you got the, you know, pre-wired there for chandeliers or fan or whatever. You got the windows out here, look at, you know, that natural light. It's a cool little setup there with that furniture and those mirrors as well. Then across the way here, we've got our living room. And so pretty good feel to this. Nice and cozy. Got that window looking out to the backyard. Got this slider going out to the back. Let's go see that. Oh, the door's beating me. All right, so once again, we're gonna have a nice covered patio. You can sit out here and bear the elements and the heat, or, you know, if it happens to get, you know, rain, the 10 days of the year rains out here. All right, but this is just another example of how, you know, you can lay out this backyard once you kind of customize it, make it your own. And then I like what they're doing here in this community when they do have those inclines, kind of that rock or pebbles or whatever, all right, versus just kind of the desert feel with some weeds and shrubs in there. All right, I kind of like that a lot. So if you have a certain amount of slope there, all right, they'll landscape like this, and then you get it like this, and then it's your job to kind of upkeep it from there. They're not going to keep replacing the rocks every so often, but you guys get a nice little starter kit on the hill if you were to get a lot with the hill. Now, I think a lot of them are flat lots throughout this community, but just want to make you guys aware of that. But really good sized lots here. Let's go back on in and see the master and wrap this house up. Going back, so the master is once again at the back of the house, kind of off this living room area. We'll come on in here. We got a pretty good sized room here. So really wide bed. Those dressers on each side of the bed are pretty big as well. Oh, I like that paneling. I really like the way they did this. The paneling here, wallpaper up top, really cool design features in here. Whoever designed this, good job. We got a nice way to lay out your room here. You got the window looking out to the backyard and even kind of the side yard over there. And then we've got our master bathroom. All right, so this is an upgraded shower. All right, lots of space in here. Walk-in shower, you got the nice tile throughout. And then you have this nice bench right here. Normally we'll hop in the showers to show you guys all this stuff. It's a cool little bench, I thought. Nice features there. All right, you got the his and her sinks, the big old mirror, medicine cabinet, and you'll see the gold finishes that kind of match what we saw in the kitchen. And right over here, this is kind of a deep little closet. All right, so deep little linen or storage closet there. Right off of that, we're gonna have this throne area, water closet, where the toilet's at. And there's lots of space, I guess, whatever. Lots of space there. All right, and then right here, we're gonna have our walk-in closet. This one feels a little tighter than the last house. All right, but this, I mean, still though, look at all the shelves, the built-in shelves, you know, just there, and then on top of the racks and stuff like that, lots of areas to hang. Gotta go behind the door here, so pretty, I mean, it's smaller than the last one, but still, like, I'm still doing the spin test. It still works, still passes the test. So once again, we'll wrap this one up. This right here was the Silver Creek, 1,732 square feet. You got 2 to 3 bedrooms, depending what you want to do with that flex room, 2 bathrooms, 2 car garage, and this one starts at $553,000. Alrighty guys, so next up, I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna hop on the map and I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to actually live here. We'll go over shopping, medical care, airports, commute times, that sort of stuff. You know, anything that you would normally think about when or want to know when moving to a certain area. But first, I did just want to remind you guys that in addition to doing this YouTube stuff, I actually do help list homes as well. And I know a lot of you who would be moving to this sort of community are probably going to need to sell something in order to move to this community. So whether you're in Southern California where I could personally help you, all right, or maybe you're somewhere else across the country and you need to sell a house, I've got, you know, a team all across the country who can help out with that kind of stuff. So if you need to sell a house in order to buy one of these houses, I would be more than happy to assist you guys on that as well. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the map. All right, before we actually dive into the map, what I did want to do real quick is kind of just hop on the builder's website and kind of show you guys that clubhouse and all the amenities that are going to be part of this Webb community. So I guess I'll just click here and just go to see all amenities just to kind of show you guys. So at this point in the video, we've seen 2 of the houses. All right, we're going to see the 3rd house here in a second. Okay, but This is kind of just an example or a rendering of what this clubhouse is going to look like with the pool, the spa, that sort of thing. You'll see these activities, state-of-the-art fitness center, resort-style pool and spa. Looks like they got, pickleball coming in here as well. Multi-purpose room, various facilities there. A multi-purpose event lawn for community events, gatherings, and outdoor activities there. I already mentioned the clubhouse a little bit. Clubhouse would be just under 4,000 square feet. I've seen some of these where they're going to have like a bar inside of that. I don't know if this one's going to be like that. All right, but multi-purpose room for events, or catering kitchen, for entertaining. It looks like there's about 5,800 square feet of covered space for outdoor showers, breezeways, barbecue area. You also, I mentioned the pool and the spa and that sort of stuff. Other amenities, right? I guess I'll click on these pictures just to kind of show you. So you get the pool, fire pit, spa, outdoor like walking trail area. There's those pickleball courts. All right, the gated entrance. All right. I have mentioned that that's not built yet, but the gated entrance is going to be there. So yeah, it's kind of just a pretty cool little vibe there. Kind of almost like that Palm Springs resort style living, but for your actual house. So scenic paths through the neighborhood, social events and clubs. So lots of different things. Looks like even a dog park is going to be part of this. So those are some things to think about. And let's just see the last thing, the additional features here. Gated community, dog park, pickleball courts, walking paths, catering kitchen. So basically kind of everything I just talked about a little bit before. And then let me just hop on and show you this interactive map quickly before I show you guys the actual map of what it's like to live here. All right, so you see this up here is going to be Trellis. That's the other community I've done a video on. And then all this big area over here is all of what's coming with Arbor. All right, so the one thing I want to point out really quickly is obviously that pool clubhouse area is gonna be right kind of, you sneak in the gates here on this corner here. There's that big amenity center that we talked about. But what I did want to point out here was going to be kind of just this whole park area here. So you got more of the amenities here. That's a pickleball court and that sort of thing right here on the corner. Right inside the gates there. But then you got the big sports park I mentioned, if you're someone who's going to want to do basketball or go for, longer walks, excuse me, and that sort of thing. So you see there's a bunch of availability now, but as I mentioned, they're building this community out all the way basically through 2027. So there's tons of opportunity to hop into one of these houses here. And as I mentioned before, this is one of the most affordable 55 plus communities around. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the actual map and kind of show you guys where we are in relation to things. All right, so Arbor at Cimarron Ridge by Del Webb. We are kind of on the northwest side of Menifee. We're west of the 215. All right. I usually go over schools at this part, but with 55 plus and the conditions, I'm gonna kind of just skip the schools. What I will tell you is, if there was a situation where you needed the schools here, I've done videos on Cimarron Ridge before. All the schools, whether it's elementary, middle, or high school, are all within 10 minutes of here. And then I think if there's junior college needed, it's about 15 minutes away. So that's something to think about there. But anyways, let's go ahead and kind of just look at the shopping is what I'm gonna do next for you guys. So how close are we to shopping? Okay, so there's actually a couple different options when it comes to shopping, a couple different shopping centers. All right, the closest one is probably going to be this one in the city of Paris. All right, so Paris is actually building a brand new master plan community over here called Green Valley Ranch. So it's gonna be really nice. They're really kind of doing a facelift to this general area of Paris. But anyways, you're really close to this shopping center here. I call it the Home Depot shopping center just because the old Home Depot I go to for my for my house. But this shopping center is got pretty much everything you need. You got your Home Depot if you need that. You got Winco, which is the grocery store there. Where they kind of have like Costco pricing, but like not the bulk of Costco. So you can buy like just the normal amount of stuff, but with Costco's discounted pricing. That's kind of how I like to describe Winco if you're not familiar with Winco. But you got gas station here, Starbucks, a couple different fast food options. There's a restaurant called September's in here. If you need oil change, you got Jiffy Lube, car wash, 7-Eleven gas station. So pretty much everything you need kind of on like the micro type stuff here is here. So all the little things you need to live your life are right there. All right, there is also another shopping center kind of in Sun City. Now, when you guys hear about Sun City, it's really Menifee. It's kind of just a 55 plus area, like an old 55 plus area, all right? Kind of like golf cart town type of thing, but kind of And just to be honest, it's a little bit dated. So whenever people drive through, and I'm taking people to go see Cimarron Ridge, we drive through the area, it is a little bit older, but there is a facelift coming to there. There's lots of economic development, and they've talked about kind of doing a facelift to that Sun City area. But I will show you guys where, I'm just gonna put Black Bear Diner, because that's like a one-off thing that's kind of close to that shopping center. All right, so there's a Black Bear Diner, but you see the shopping center here. So this is kind of where another shopping center would be with is it Ralph's? No, Stater Brothers. There's a Stater Brothers in there, Walgreens, Vons, a few other things. There's a McDonald's across the way here. So we're about 6 minutes there. So I guess this is actually the closer shopping center between the two, but you're kind of really in the middle of the two of those. So kind of whatever floats your boat there. And then both of these shopping centers are right by freeways. So this is the 215 freeway that's right here if you're someone who needs to commute a little bit. All right, the next shopping I'm going to talk about is the main shopping center in Menifee on Hahn Road. I call it the Four Corners in all my videos. All right, this is the major shopping center in Menifee with dozens and dozens and dozens of options. All right, we're about 15 minutes away, 15 to 20 minutes away, depending on traffic. But you got lots of options here. So this has got Target, Lowe's, Best Buy, tons of restaurants, In-N-Out, BJ's. What else we got over here? Chipotle, Buffalo Wild Wings, all kinds of stuff on this stretch there. Across the way over here, you got Chick-fil-A, Jersey Mike's. You've got Flame Broiler. On this other side up in the top right corner, you got Raising Cane's. There's an all-you-can-eat sushi spot, Blaze Pizza. There's a gym over here as well. And then on this kind of southeastern corner, all right, you've got my favorite restaurant in Menifee, all right, called Savage Chef. There's also a place called Michi Tacos in there, some other things as well. There's a furniture store, living spaces in here that you might go shopping at. So tons and tons of shopping in this area. And then even as we kind of go down Newport here, you see Olive Garden. There's a cool little restaurant called Tacos and Tequila that I really enjoy. Lots of different options along Newport here, and there's even more coming down the road. All right, the other thing people often care about is Costco. So I'm going to pull up Costco in Murrieta. All right, the Costco in Murrieta, it's a little bit, it's maybe almost 2 years old, but if you need to go to Costco, about 20-25 minutes away down the freeway here. Really cool shopping center there. You got Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, so lots of different eating options as well. So you can go to Costco and pick up lunch or something like that while you're there. So Costco about 20-25 minutes away. The other thing I want to touch on is kind of just the mall for Promenade Temecula, which is a little bit further south, about 25 to 30 minutes away, going straight down the 215. All right, so you see we've got lots of access down this 215 freeway from this community we're at today. All right, but anyways, the mall down in Temecula, good little drive there. But I mean, this is kind of that traditional mall you think of with a food court, movie theater, bowling alley, arcade, that sort of stuff. There's a really nice, I'm gonna call it uppity, but like a more upscale outdoor little shopping strip, the Apple Store and Lululemon, and there's a Yard House restaurant out there. And so there's tons of different restaurants. You see Cheesecake Factory here. There's also a Costco at the mall, all right, or right outside the mall, I should say. So this is just another really cool spot to, if you need to go to a mall, right? That's your mall. Hobby Lobby down there as well. I'm gonna give you guys a sleeper here. All right, I was not aware of this until we moved down here. There's a place, I believe it's called At Home. I think it's this right here. It's called At Home. Tons of decorations. So if you're moving here and you want to decorate your house and all the little knickknack type things, place called At Home. It's right here by the mall. It's like, my wife loves this place. Just give me. It's almost it's almost like a Costco for just home decoration. All right, really, really cool spot. And then if you're someone who wants to kind of enjoy the casinos, all right, as I know the 55 plus crowd often does, all right, you got Pechanga, which is further south down the freeway, about 30 to 40 minutes, just depending on traffic. All right, also some really good restaurants there at Pechanga, so you can go out, kind of get some food, you can gamble, do that sort of thing. And then another thing, I'm not going to go to all of them, but there's tons of golf courses in this area. So if you're someone who enjoys golf, there's dozens of golf. I guess I just search golf courses and kind of show you. There's dozens of golf courses, and then we're also, I'll get into it in a second, but we're also not too far from the desert, not too far from Palm Springs if you needed to go, you wanted to go hang out in Palm Springs or, go golfing out there. See, this is kind of just page one, but lots of different golf courses that you have the opportunity to play if you're a golfer. So that is kind of it as far as like the shopping side of things goes. Next up, what I want to talk about is going to be the medical care. All right, so the closest one will be Menifee Global Medical Center. There's an emergency room here. Hopefully you don't need it, but you know, it's always good to know. So it's about 15-ish minutes away. Actually, yeah, I feel like this is much closer than what they're putting on here, because I mean, I live in this community over here, and it takes me like 15 minutes from there to drive here. I don't know, so I don't know. Maybe there's some traffic or something, but I feel like this is closer than the 18 minutes it's saying right now. All right, so anyways, there's Menifee Global Medical Center here. All right, if you're someone who has Kaiser, there's a Kaiser in Murrieta. No, this isn't a Kaiser hospital. They do have urgent care, but your normal medical offices are gonna be right here, about 20 minutes away there. You go a little bit further south from there, you're gonna have Loma Linda Medical Center. All right, which is about 2 minutes south there. So 25 minutes to Loma Linda. All right, so pretty much all the medical needs you have, like any medical situation that should arise, about 15 to 25 minutes, depending where you go. If you did need to go to a Kaiser hospital, I guess the closest one is in Kaiser Moreno Valley, all right, which is 40 minutes away. So if you're, heaven forbid, you're with Kaiser and you need to have some sort of actual surgery, all right, you've got, that one 40 minutes away. There's one in Riverside that's probably that one Kaiser, or maybe Riverside. There we go. All right, so you're looking about a little bit less than an hour to get to that one. So that should cover kind of the medical stuff that you might need. All right, so other things I always like to touch on is just the airports, because you could be someone that is moving from further away, or maybe a family that's going to come visit you eventually. So it's always nice just to know where the airports are. All right, so the San Diego airport is going to be about an hour and 25 minutes away from this location here. So about a little bit less than an hour and a half from San Diego. All right, if you want to go down there and visit the gas lamp, or vacation down in San Diego, there's stuff there. All right, next I want to look at Ontario Airport for you. Ontario Airport is super easy to get in and out of. All right, there seems to be some sort of traffic today. Normally it's about 45 minutes, but we're looking about hour 15 today. We got John Wayne in Orange County. The John Wayne Airport, hour 20, hour 25. I'll give you guys LAX if you need to go up to LA. LAX is a little bit less than 2 hours to get to. And then something I've been doing recently is the Palm Springs Airport. Because people do like to go into Palm Springs, but also there's some good flights out of there as well. So hour 30 to the Palm Springs Airport. Once again, I give you guys these locations for reference just to that general area as well. All right, and then two other things I always like to do is just Disneyland and the beach. All right, so if you're someone who enjoys Disneyland, or maybe you got grandkids visiting and you want to take them to Disneyland, all right, we're looking at about an hour and 25 minutes. Normally it's an hour 15, so there must be some traffic out there today. All right, so about hour 15, hour 30 minutes from Disneyland. Not too bad of a drive at all. And then once again, I'm filming this map portion of the video. What time is there now? It's about 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, so there might be more traffic than normal. Normally when we go in the mornings, when we go to Disneyland, it's about an hour and 15 minutes to get there. All right, and then the other thing I'll bring up is the beach in Oceanside. So the closest beach is going to be down here in Oceanside, about an hour 10, hour 15 minutes. And then if you did want to go to the Orange County beaches, about an hour 25 minutes to get into the Orange County side of things on the beach over there. So that kind of lays out the beaches for you. So anyways, let's go ahead and check out this last house. Alrighty, last but not least, we've got the building. This right here is going to be 2 to 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. This one starts at $566,000. All right, sorry, you guys can just hear the trees, how the wind I'm dealing with. Just imagine when I was flying the drone earlier. All right, I usually fly the drones before I actually walk the houses, and it was throwing that thing all over the place in the sky. All right, but I did want to kind of just show you, this is a corner lot, so obviously not all the houses are this much of a lot, so for yard space, but this is kind of just a cool thing they did on this model. Like a turf on the front yard here. Anyways, we'll go in and see this one. Alright, so this is the biggest of the 3 that we're going to see today. On the other side of the community, on the Trellis side of which I've already filmed, they have bigger floor plans over there. And we'll walk on into this one. And boom. Alright, so we got a nice walkway, entryway here. I like what they did with the wall here, with that textured wallpaper, big piece of art. Nice. Anyways, we'll turn to the left, and we've got bedroom number 1. All right, so really decent sized room. This bed is bigger than, I feel like it's bigger than some of the other, that first bedroom when as you walk in on the other models, and you see those dressers on the side. Pretty good sized closet there. Got a nice chandelier hanging here. then you got this window looking out to the front of the house right here. And this is kind of just the view from the corner. So, you know, you do have the ability to hang a TV there or do a setup similar to what they've got here with a dresser and a mirror and that sort of thing. Oh, my voice is going. I was battling the flu for a while, guys. Excuse me. So I'm back out in the field today. Not 100%, but got to keep the streak going. I think this will be video 51 or 52 in a row of hitting my Saturday show. I'll be the Cal Ripken of YouTube. If you're not a baseball guy, you won't get it. Or baseball person, I should say. I'll be the Cal Ripken Iron Man of showing up every week on YouTube to show you guys a new spot. Anyway, so you got your shower tub combo there, toilet, kind of just standard bathroom stuff. I do love the countertop there, the finishes, really nice. And something else I really like is kind of just how the way they utilize the mirrors here from a design aspect to kind of, you know, make the space feel bigger. I know it's just kind of just a corner or whatever, but it's just a cool little touch to things. All right, so walk further back. All right, so once again, this is kind of that flex room area. This is what I'm gonna guess would be bedroom number 3. So you can, once again, put a wall here with a door. All right, it's one of the options they've got. And you can turn this into bedroom 3 if you need the 3rd bedroom. But once again, it's kind of just a nice flex area. Personally, I feel this is kind of too bulky with those two things. I'm really digging, really digging this wall as like a workstation type thing. Although, you know, when I'm in that 55 plus zone, I don't know that I need a workstation per se. But it's a nice little spot. But yeah, that feels a little bulky without furniture. But I do kind of like what they did here with the textured paneling there on the walls. They did the same thing over here. So anyways, this is either flex room or bedroom 3. We'll walk on further back. We're gonna go to the right now. All right, so just like the other houses, you're gonna have your garage access right here, entry with a nice little entryway. And they put like a little, I kind of call it like a mudroom type thing. You take your shoes off, sit down, and do all that good stuff there. And then we've got our laundry room right here, utility sink, the shelves and cabinets, and all that good stuff. I feel like the laundry room in all 3 of these houses is basically the same. It just depends what you want to do with options with shelves and utility sinks and cabinets and that sort of thing. All right, across the hall over here, we've got our coat closet. So there was no coat closet at the front of the house. So this is kind of just that coat closet that a lot of houses have for their guests or whatever. We're falling back here and we've got our great room. This feels great. All right, so it's a really big open concept right here. And then we'll get in there in a little bit, but that's kind of where the master bedroom is. But let's start with the kitchen. This is a massive island, holy cow. You guys, those seats are really wide and there's 4 of them. You could probably fit 5 under here, and you got the pendant lights there. Absolutely love the countertops, the cabinets, the black finishes, that extended backsplash there. All right, it's the same material as the countertops, kind of just rides up that wall. That is a really nice touch. All right, so you'll get your fridge over there, got your stove right here, the hood up top. And then over here, we're gonna have our oven and our schmancy microwave, and then a really good sized walk-in pantry. This is really big. Lots of space in here for the pantry. And you got kind of this extended counter space along the side here off of that. A really nice feel to that. And then kind of just kind of paint the picture of just hanging out around the kitchen island with people sitting here. You got your dining area there. You're gonna have, you know, if you have friends and family, like be hanging out on the couch, you know, watching TV, doing whatever. So you could, you know, this is just a really nice entertaining space if you're someone who's gonna, you know, want to have family over, whether it's often or kind of just during the holidays or something like that. So right off of that, we're gonna have our dining area kind of off the back here. And then over here, we've got our living room. Really like the way they designed this. And I'm a big fan of you know, throwing down these rugs to kind of accentuate certain areas and kind of, you know, it kind of just gives like a mental framing of what a room is and that sort of thing. So really nice feel here. We will go out to that backyard. All right, so this one has got like an extended covered patio. So really, really big. on that covered patio back here. All right. Got the built-in barbecue on this one. And there's lots of space. All right, so this is the floor plan where they have one that's currently available. That's a little bit over 11,000 square feet on the lot. So they have one of these with a massive lot. Yeah, this is kind of your cup of tea. So let's go back on in. All right, let's head on back to that master bedroom. It's kind of cool. Little decorative art pieces as we enter. So we get into the master bedroom right here. And this is huge. Humongous master bedroom. You got the windows looking out to the backyard over there. You kind of got this little cutout area they got where they put the dresser. You probably maybe put your TV there. This is probably my biggest complaint. This is just me complaining and pointing things out. I prefer kind of just that flush wall because this kind of just designates you to like how you have to put something there versus I might prefer to have a little bit less square footage and have that be a straight wall, but totally up to you guys. Well, I guess it's not even up to you, just if you if it's your style or not. And I suppose you could do that and still put a TV on that over there if you're a TV in the bedroom type of person. But yeah, this is huge. And then you got that, you know, accent wall behind there with that textured wallpaper, the paneling, and kind of just that molding down below. It's really nice touches, this one. All right, walk on back here and we've got the master bathroom. All right, so they do model this one with the soaking tub and the walk-in shower. So you've kind of seen 3 different variations throughout this video of what they've got as far as options in the bathrooms. All right, so I'm definitely like a need to have a bathtub kind of guy in my master bathroom. All right, a lot of you guys, when I take you out, you guys don't care about the bathtubs. You just want at least one somewhere in the house. So, you know, this one does have the option to have it in the master. You got this nice big countertop here with his and her sinks. Countertop matches the kitchen, which is awesome. You got the white cabinets, the black finishes, a giant mirror with those lights above, medicine cabinet over there. I really love the kind of the, you know, the black trim that they did on the shower and the bathtub as well. Okay, but right off of this, we're gonna have our linen closet basically. Across the way back here, we've got our throne area with our toilet. And once again, just to point it out, I know some people might skip through the houses in this video, there will be doors here. All right, they just don't like putting a lot of doors in the models because it can turn into a maze. All right, and then just to reiterate, if you've been around the whole video, I'm sorry for duplicating, but some people just skip through houses. All right, there's no door gonna go here. All right, so guys can put like a barn door that can kind of go either way or there. All right, that's kind of just an option if you're not comfortable having this open. But anyways, we'll head on back here to the walk-in closet. Lots of shelves and racks for hanging. You got that built-in shelving there and more over there. So really good size. I will do the spin test in here just to kind of show you. All right, this is really good, really good sized walk-in closet. Anyways, we'll wrap this one up. This one right here was called the Bellwood, 1,865 square feet. You got 2 to 3 bedrooms, depending what you want to do with that flex room toward the front of the house, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage, and this one starts at $567,000. Alrighty guys, so that was Arbor at Cimarron Ridge by Del Webb. All right, the most affordable 55 plus community in this general area. All right, we toured 3 of the model homes that they've got here. Houses starting anywhere from $538,000 all the way up, I guess the base price to $567,000. All right, on the paper here, the most expensive house I see, the Bellwood where I'm sitting right now, the most expensive house I see available right now is $651,000 basically. All right, so there's lots of different opportunities available whether you're looking to move now or they're gonna be building this community out all the way in the next 3-4 years. So lots of opportunity here. Obviously, the longer you wait, the higher those prices get. All right, but you've got lots, you know, that down to 5,000 square foot lots where you don't have to have, you know, maintain a really big backyard, all the way up to that, you know, 11,000 square foot plus lots where maybe you want to build your own backyard oasis. Totally up to you. So they got things that are basically quick move-ins here for March and April that are ready to go basically now, or like I said, you can wait and kind of just, you've seen these houses and maybe you're moving in the summer or next year and kind of just getting the ball rolling. So lots of different options there. All right, as I mentioned on the intro, HOA is going to be $275 at build out. You got that nice clubhouse, the pool, the spa, the pickleball courts, really that active adult lifestyle where you can, you know, mingle and make new friends in this gated, that's the other part of this, it's a gated community. So the only people that are in here are people who are supposed to be here. All right, and if that clubhouse isn't enough for you and kind of all that, they're still building that park right across the street where you're gonna be able to walk, you know, walk dogs and do walking trails, and maybe you're someone who wants to play basketball or that sort of thing. There'd be basketball courts over there and that type of stuff. All right, property taxes here, 1.84%. That includes Melrose. And then of course you're gonna need to get solar as well. All right, the solar lease is gonna be between $117 and $128 a month. If you were to purchase it, just a little bit under $25,000, and then you do get that federal tax credit if you need that. So lots of really cool options here. All right, some other things I just want to touch on again. All right, with this being a 55+ community, a lot of people have questions about, you know, people living in this community. Like, what does it take, or like who's not allowed to live here? I saw a comment on when I filmed the other side of the community. There's comments about people, oh, it's 55+, maybe those, you know, people have high school kids, and there's gonna be like, you know, teenagers in your community. That's not the case here unless there's like a medical need here. All right, the way it works is there's 60 nights where you can basically have someone underage sleep here who's not living here actively. All right, so 60 nights of grandkids. Alrighty, you are able to have a 45-year-old or older child live with you. So if you're someone who's moving here and you have a kid that's 45+ that you would like to live with you, that does not go against the 60 days. They are allowed to live here with you. All right, and then some other cool things that they're going on right now. Incentives are about $15,000. All right, you usually get more. All right, I'm usually able to get a little bit more on the incentives. If you are a veteran, a teacher, like first responder type person, all right, they call it a hero discount basically, all right, where you'll get, I believe it's $2,000 off the purchase price. And then they're also doing, like I said, $15,000 incentives. And then another thing they're doing right now is they're giving you guys $5,000 towards the first 2 years of the HOA. So your first 2 years here, there really is no HOA, you know, potentially, you know, if we negotiate that into the deal for you. So that's something when I talked to the sales rep here that he had mentioned. So that's something I can probably get for you if you go ahead and reach out. So like I said, we toured 3 of those models. There's 3 more on the other side of this community that are a little bit higher price point, a little bit bigger. You guys can check that video out if you want. I hopped on a map, showed you guys what it was like to actually live here, wherever school, shopping, medical care, distance to airports and that sort of thing. All right, so if you liked anything you saw today, go ahead and reach out. My phone number is going to be on the screen, whether you're going to come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. Even if you're planning a move down the road and you're going to need to sell a house, you know, and do that whole deal. All right, let's just get the ball rolling. Let's get you kind of in the system and kind of show you what the various options are. That way, when you come here, all right, you kind of know what you want to do before you get here, and we kind of, you know, keep our finger on the pulse of, all right, we want this floor plan, but our timeline is, you know, whatever, you know, summer 2025, whatever your timeline is. And then that way, when these builders send me these lists, right, guys, I got builders sending me lists all the time. I'm at the point now where they know I'm bringing people in constantly, so they're sending me the list because they want, hey Mike, you got any people for this, you know, for here that, you know, would fit this, you know, these houses that are available. So that's that. So, yeah, if you want to go checking these out, go ahead and reach out to me. All right, the last thing I want to remind you guys is that this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. All right, I believe this is video 51 or 52 in a row of me showing up every Saturday to post videos for you guys, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. So if you like this sort of stuff, I'm touring new communities, new houses, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. If you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell, that we stay up to date on everything going on in this local area. Anyways, YouTube's gonna put a video over this shoulder. If you like this video, you're probably gonna like this video. And you know what? I'm actually just gonna put the other retirement video here. All right, so if you wanna see the other side of the community, click this video and I'll see you in there.